Collective, it's Intuitive Pisces Moon and welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. So this week's astrological readings are going to have a focus on a few things. There's a few things going on this week. So we have on September 21st, the new moon in Virgo, which makes this a blue moon because it's now the second new moon in Virgo that we've had consecutively. So that means things that don't normally happen are going to happen. You know, that phrase, once in a blue moon. So something that's rare may occur in your life at this time. That is also included with a partial solar eclipse. So again, ending up eclipse season. So we're going to continue to see more shaked up energy with eclipse stuff going on. And then on the 22nd, that is the first day of fall, or you can call that Mabon, which this is balance between the light and the dark. This is expressing gratitude and letting go as winter approaches. So we do have a lot going on this week, and we're going to jump into your astrology signs. So if that sounds good to you, stay tuned. Welcome, Libra friends. If your sun, moon, or rising falls in the sign of Libra, then this is your reading. So we're going to look at your week ahead, and just know that I have pre-pulled some cards, and we're also going to pull some additional while we get into the spread. So if that sounds good to you, we're going to jump right into your reading. So the first card that I pulled is from the Sacred Power Oracle. And we have this very powerful card, which is Source. So this is surrender fear with the power of prayer. Miracles can happen now. And this is number 32. As a source of comfort and hope, prayerful thoughts strengthen your faith in life and divine consciousness. Life isn't always happiness and joy. Experiencing sadness and sorrow is a part of life. Turning to prayer during times of trouble and darkness opens pathways for the divine. The divine will act on your behalf. The power of prayer can be accessed by anyone, anywhere, at any time. Have faith. The ascended masters and heavenly realms will respond in divine deliverance if you surrender your heart to receive. By being open to the work of miracles, you allow universal synchronicities to bless you in abundance. Prayer helps your mind and body to become one. Divine communication is strong right now. Messages from loved ones, angels, ascended masters, and divine source are brought to you now. Pay attention to thoughts, feelings, and impressions that you receive during and after prayer. Invoke your spiritual power and blessings from heavenly hosts and deities by surrendering to faith with an open heart routine. The power of prayer is strengthened by your spiritual state. Mantras open doors for divine communication. Using a prayer or Dharma wheel brings purification and value to your heart's requests. Right now, pray for the miracle that you need. You are being divinely assisted. Your affirmation: from the light of God that I am, I clear and open the way for divine miracles. I surrender my heart to 100% pure light consciousness. I embrace divine will through love and faith. I'm going to repeat that for you. From the light of God that I am, I clear and open the way for divine miracles. I surrender my heart to 100% pure light consciousness. I embrace divine will through love and faith. All right. So, Libra, you might be going through something right now. Maybe you are praying a little more than normal. Maybe there's something that you specifically are requesting. Spirit wants you to know that your prayers are being heard, and that whatever it is that you're asking for is being delivered to you in divine timing. So beautiful place to start a reading for you today. Let's see what else we have here. So we have number 21, the Harvest Witch. What sacrifices have you made for the greater vision of what is to be? Okay. So what this is telling me in conjunction here with this Source card is that oftentimes when we pray for something, it may require us to sacrifice something else. So what sacrifices have you made for the greater vision of what is to be? Which means, what are you praying for? What are you asking for? Is there something that needs to be left in order for this new thing to come in? So for instance, let's say you're praying for a new spouse, but you still have one. Spirit cannot deliver you a new spouse if you're still with someone else. You have to leave behind one to receive another. So that's just one example. You know, whatever it is that you are asking for, Spirit's just calling you right now to make some room for that blessing to come in. So however that looks to you for whatever it is that you're praying about and asking about, just know that sometimes sacrifice is required. And, you know, that's everybody's least favorite part. Sometimes we cling too much to things. But just take a look at whatever it is you're asking for or asking about and say, what can I sacrifice to receive this? What am I willing to give up to have something better come in? All right, the next card that we pulled, which is your animal spirit for this week, we got the Panther. I immediately saw that card and I was like, ooh. So let's read a little bit on what this energy is all about. That feels very like fierce. Fierce Panther. All right, so this is annihilation of the unnecessary and purging. Wow, I love synchronicities. The Panther won't stand to see our growth or energy stagnate. Instead, it pounces into our lives and causes all kinds of havoc, with the ultimate intention of bringing us toward more fulfilling lives. It's unexpected, uncomfortable, and sometimes feels devastating. But after all the dust clears, it's easy to see the Panther's wisdom at work. We've all been through these experiences, and they've made us better people. Trust that the Panther's journey always leads to a brighter place. When they're in balance, they're brave and productive. When they're out of balance, they're self-destructive. So one thing you can do to bring them into balance is to get rid of the unnecessary. So again, very, very synchronistic. If you've been asking for something to come in, what are you getting rid of it to make room for it? Panther's coming in to be like, I'm gonna take it if you don't get rid of it. Like what this is giving me is natural disaster. I don't know why, but it's like, okay, if you can't get rid of that old rickety house for a new one, I'm gonna take it out for you. So I don't know what this is or if this is a who this is in your life that's gonna come in and take something away, but this feels more energetic. It does not feel like it's a person coming in, but maybe one of your loved ones comes in and tries to talk some sense into you, like, why do you have that old car? You say you want a new car, but you're still holding on to this junk. You know, why are you holding on to this junk? For some of you, I'm getting that it's tied to memories. Maybe there's too many memories tied to the item or items that you're afraid to get rid of because it's tied to a person or a time in your life or, I don't know, something nostalgic. But the thing is if you're wanting something new to come in, you must release something else. All right, so that's the message there. Another animal that came through for you is the ant, and this is cooperation. So it feels like, okay, what does co mean? Right? With Source, when we manifest, don't we co-create? We work together. You send the prayers, and then Spirit's like, good, take the active steps Start pursuing whatever it is that you want to manifest, and then I'll assist you from the background. We co-create. So cooperation means now there's more than one operating something. So maybe something that you need to do here is going to require more than just you to purge whatever needs to be purged. Okay? Maybe it is, I'm getting like meeting in the middle ground. It could even be like negotiations, something like that. Maybe it's enlisting help. Like, hey, I can't do this by myself. I do need some help. Will you help me? So you'll understand what this means because you've all got different situations going on in your life. All right, let's pull some tarot. Tell me more for my Libra friends, please. What else do they need to know right now? We have the Five of Swords. All right, yep. That is loud and clear. Loud and clear. Some of you have got... Okay, so I'm also getting to with this purging. Some of it's mental chatter. It's not only physical items. Maybe you've been praying for clarity, and there's too many other things bogging your mind down. I mean, you are an air sign, chronic overthinker. Spirit's asking you to get a hold of yourself. Get a hold of your thoughts, What else do we have? Like, I'm almost getting to, like, arguments in your own head. Are you arguing with yourself? Is there something going on? Like multiple personality type of stuff. So now we have the Wheel of Fortune and the Ten of Cups. It feels like this wants to turn. You do have this ultimate fulfillment and happiness here with the Wheel of Fortune, Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. It feels like something wants to turn. But your mental chatter may be preventing something from doing that. So that's why this purge is coming up now. So what I'm getting that you can do to help clear with that is meditation. How do you get rid of chronic overthinking? Silence. That might be really tough for you. But go find a spot in nature, sit under a tree, and just be quiet. Try to silence as much of and I'm even getting that some of these might be like intrusive thoughts. And a lot of it stems from potentially past trauma, Maybe someone told you needed to be a certain way, or you needed to act a certain way, behave a certain way, look a certain way. And so some of these thoughts are creeping in when you're asking for something new. Maybe somebody told you didn't deserve this. And so those intrusive thoughts are creeping in. It's like you're battling with yourself. It's like, look at this. These are your two versions of yourself in there fighting each other. Okay, tell me more. What else is going on here? Four of Cups. I'm also getting now that something that you got involved in initially may have seemed to look good on the outside. And again, I'm getting it more with this cooperation card. Maybe you did partner with somebody, but it feels like you're no longer in it. You're no longer in it. So if this is a relationship for you and you're like what this is giving me now, if it's relationship based, is in your head you're probably making a list of pros and cons. Like, is this really what I want to be doing right now? Okay, Two of Pentacles, with the Sun card. Underneath the deck, the Nine of Pentacles. You're seriously contemplating if you can do this yourself. Some of you think you'll be better off. Like maybe your energy is not being reciprocated. And if this is not relationship, it could be a job. You know, because pentacles can be money matters, but cups is more emotional. So it feels like something's got you less emotionally invested than you thought you would be. And the interesting thing with the Two of Pentacles is this is about like juggling, balancing. And again, material matters, could be finances. Is the person that you're working with or job you're working with causing you to have to juggle too many things with finances? And you're wondering if by giving up something here, you would just be better off if you did something solo. Because the Sun is all about joy, vitality. It is masculine energy. But the Ten of Cups is also about, you know, ultimate fulfillment. So, Libra, you're going to know what this is about. I'm just reading the energy here. And it does feel like something is going to shift here. That's going to lead you to this happiness. And, you know, whatever it is you've been praying for, trust the way you feel towards it. Because what I'm also getting with co-op here is that maybe you keep getting, you know, if you look at this card, this deck is so strange, but this is somebody who's got somebody on a leash. And there's a lot of clocks in the background. And this feels like a job potentially, but it doesn't have to be. So don't get roped back into something that you are not passionate about. That's what this message is coming through here for you. It feels like you can do good all by your damn self. And that you don't need whatever this energy is because it's got you in your head fighting yourself. You're bored. You are bored out of your mind of something. You're very like, meh. That's the meh card, you know. I'm like, yeah. Like, and again, this is a couple where the guy might be laying on the couch going, oh, you're the greatest wife or whoever this is. You do everything for me. And you're just like sitting on the couch going, God, this guy, I'm tired of doing everything for him all the time. So I don't know if that's your situation, but it feels less of a cooperation and more of a you do everything. Again, you do everything. Like, I'm not going to say you're the breadwinner. You might be. You might be. Like, what just came to me was Janet Jackson. What have you done for me lately? I don't know why. So if this is a relationship, you know, that's what it's leading me down the road of here. So let's get some tea leaves and see what else we can get, because this is very interesting. Again, could be a job. This very well could be a job as well. Does not have to be a relationship, but I'm seeing both. You know, maybe you work with this person that you're also partnered with. All right, tell me more, please. What else do we have? Because with the Ten of Cups, what I'm getting is that you might be seeing some other life that's more fulfilling. All right, we have Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. Okay, so that could be part of the Five of Swords. What else? Maybe that's why you don't want to ask for help with the cooperation. And again, that could be part of that programming that we discussed with the things, you know, in your head. Things that someone has told you. Things that you've believed about yourself. We have lightning, Control your anger or you will be sorry. All right, well, that's like a threat. Wow. Is something here making you angry? Because this is a lot of feelings here. We have anger, depression, anxiety, worry. What is going on, Libra? Okay, what else? We have box. You will receive a gift. Okay. Maybe it's a vacation. Like a sweepstakes. All right, then we have carrot. Opportunity or windfall. Look at that. Love it. So opportunity or windfall, and you'll receive a gift. So something's coming in. Beautiful energy. It's coming in. Don't worry. So let go of all this, whatever you're angry about. Oh, man. What I'm getting with the anger is maybe whatever is going on with this meh energy, with this juggling energy. Whether it's a relationship or a job, because it feels like one or the other or both. That like it's getting angry to the point of resentment. So what Spirit's trying to show you here is not to let it get to that point. And maybe you are better off by yourself, right? So whatever needs to be looked at here, look at it. And just know that, you know, sometimes we do have to give things up. But just know that they're not helping us if you're in this attitude. This is definitely an attitude. Even if you're angry, depressing, anxiety-ridden, and full of worry, those are still attitudes. You know, they don't control you. But yeah, anger could be with this 5 of Swords as well. Man, oh man. All right, let's look at your angel number. We have 111, intuition. This is insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, initiative, and unconditional love. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. You're on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. All right, so opportunity or windfall here. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. 10 of Cups is your happiness, right? It's the opposite of this meh. Meh. All right, let's look at your journal prompt. Am I letting fear stop me? Some trade their dreams for comfort. Yet comfort is the enemy of progress. Success requires showing up every single day, even when you don't feel like it, and even when it feels uncomfortable. It takes guts and an endless vision to stay consistent to your dream. Today's soul action: journal where you can be more consistent in your life in alignment with your soulful goals. Then show up. That's all Spirit's asking you to do right now, is just to show up, right? So we have with this depression, anxiety, and worry, now fear and anger. Let that stuff out. Let it go. Because it's causing like a battle inside your head. And Spirit wants to grant you every wish and desire and prayer that you're asking for. But there's something here that needs to go. So even if it's the anxiety, the worry, the fear, whatever it is, it needs to go. So if it's not physical things that need to go for a physical new thing to come in, then it's the stuff in your head that's cluttering your mind. So that is your message for today, Libra. I want to thank you all so much for joining me. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. If this message resonated with you, go ahead and give it a like, share, subscribe. I would truly appreciate it. And if it did not, that's okay. Go ahead and check out one of your other signs that falls into your sun, moon, or rising and put the pieces together that way. But I just want to wish you all a lifetime of happiness, health, wealth, abundance, and so much love. Take care, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.